I think the biggest thing that we're going to learn from this loss is that we can't start any more games like we started today. We need to come out more intense, better ready to defend and execute our offense.
Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, just it looked like it was an extremely physical game out there. How did you feel like you matched their intensity and their physicality? Was it what you expected? Were they a little bit more bruising than you thought? I mean, how do you think y'all stacked up?
I think they played the way we thought they were going to. They did everything we had talked about. I think we matched their intensity a little late in the game. You can't do that. So.
And what was it that they were doing to kind of so effectively take Charli out of the game in the second half? She only had 3 points and everybody else stepped up. But how do y'all have to get her going a little bit more when the other team has bigs that can compete with her and sort of take her out?
I think, when she catches the ball low and it's kind of crowded in the paint, I think all of us that are on the perimeter or at the high post or something need to move and get in a spot where she can see us so she can pass the ball out.
Bob, go ahead.
Yeah, you hit those 2 buckets right at the beginning of the fourth quarter to finally give you guys your first lead, and then they immediately went on that 10-0 run. Did you feel like you had a tendency maybe to let down because you felt like finally we climbed this mountain, got all the way back, and then they just kind of took over from there? What kind of happened in that 10-0 run?
I think we just had too many mental lapses. Weren't really focused on what we should be doing and just let them go.
Okay.
Audrey, what happened to you there in the second half, injury wise, and how many charges are you going to take this season?
It was a collision. I ended up whiplash and just kind of hit my head when got checked, and I ended up being okay. But it was one of the harder hits I took today. But I'm not going to stop taking charges. So I guess I'll just rack up the number until the end of the season.
John High. You're muted, John.
Unmute. Okay, there we go. Audrey, you talked about you guys can't start like that. You knew who you were playing against. Why do you feel like you guys started that way? And what does it say about you guys? Because every time they went on a run, you guys would get back in it.
I think it starts with the practices leading up to the game. It starts with the shoot around, warming up for the game. That's where it all starts. So if we're not real talkative or seem all the way in, then we're not going to start the game the way we should. What was your second question? I'm sorry.
Just what you saw from you guys when they would go on a run late, you guys would get right back in it. I'd look up one time and y'all are down 10, and then you're down 2. And
it shows that we are a capable team of doing or staying with them and having that intensity, matching it. But it also goes to show that we take too many plays off just because we think we're in it. We shouldn't lower our intensity. We should keep it consistent and higher it.
Got a couple last ones. Carter, then Bob.
Hi, Audrey. Y'all forced 18 turnovers tonight, and the press defense y'all were displaying, they really got y'all back in the game. Can you talk about maybe just that press defense and how y'all brought the energy on the defensive end tonight?
Yeah, I think, our press is what gives us a lot of our energy and the intensity, and that's how we should set the tone is with our press. So when we did force them to turn the ball over because of the press, then that's what we should have realized. This is where we're going to get back in the game. This is where it starts.
Anything else for Audrey? Thank you.
Thank you.
Charli, obviously in that second half, they seem to be, focusing and getting pretty physical with you down there in the paint. You only had one shot. Was it what they were doing defensively, or did you feel that this was on you?
Oh no, definitely how they were playing me defensively. I mean, from here on out, I'm going to be their main focus. I mean, they're going to double me. As you can see, when I got that last shot off, it was a foul, but it was literally 3 people on me. So I got to expect that from here on out. Probably got to figure out a different way to get other shots in our offense for me, or figure out a way that my other teammates can get better shots. And I feel like that's what it's going to take. It's going to take all of us to shoot more, because they're going to play triple team me, double team me. So yeah.
In this loss, is this a loss that's frustrating? Is this a loss that you guys feel you can take something moving forward and grow? I mean, how do you kind of put this loss into words?
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating to lose. No one likes to lose. All we can do is learn from this and build from this and work on this and practice tomorrow and get ready for our next game on Wednesday.
Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, Charlie, like you were kind of saying before, I mean, A&M was locked in on you from the start. I mean, every post touch, they were doubling, sometimes tripling you.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a sense that you could establish a rhythm? I mean, it just seemed like early on they were trying to bump you. They were trying to just keep you disturbed, I guess, frustrated throughout the whole game.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a lot of teams' plan. Focus on me, double team me, triple team me, but it's also up to me too to pass out of the triple team, double team, get my teammates open so they can hit an open shot. Because obviously if there's 3 people on me, there's other teammates are open. So yeah, they were just bumping me early, just stuff normally other teams would do and should do if they're smart. They would do that. So
Is that something that you worked on in the offseason that you've been focused on now with all the attention that's coming your way? Like you said, you're going to have to pass out of those double teams, those triple teams, and hit shooters on the perimeter, or just create driving lanes. I mean, is that a skill that you've been focused on?
We definitely work on it in practice, especially me. Like I said, it's gonna be like this the whole season. So running different plays or just passing out a double or something like that will definitely help this team.
John High, go ahead.
Hey, Charlie. Audrey was saying that one of the biggest things she learned from this was that you guys can't start the way you did. What's the biggest thing you learned from this game?
Yeah, I would also say build on that too. I would say we started off really slow. We didn't match their intensity. They came out really strong and intense, and we just didn't match that. And we waited too late to match their intensity in the fourth quarter. I feel like we played way better in the fourth quarter, which is too late. So we got to do that from the jump. And I feel like we're going to watch film and see that. And we just can't do that,
Sue, go ahead.
You know what? He kind of took my question, but maybe Charlie, you could kind of expand on that as far as you kind of explained what the team has learned from tonight's game. Maybe what have you learned as far as, I know you all are in a growth mindset right now. What have you learned that'll take you forward?
Yeah, really, we're just really a young team and inexperienced, and a lot of the players that played tonight have never been in that position before, and so it just shows us how mature we need to be and build early. Throw them in the fire, because we need that. We lack depth, and so we're gonna have to throw freshmen in, like how we did Ashley. I thought Ashley played well tonight. Her intensity was really well. Just stuff like that, putting freshmen in a position, underclassmen. It just takes a whole tribe. It takes a whole team, and I feel like we can build on tonight. We can definitely build on it.
Got time for 2 more. We'll go Michelle and then Danny.
Charlie, can you just talk about sort of like, I guess, mentally when you have that much attention on you defensively? I mean, that can be really tough. It can wear you, any kind of player, down mentally. Can you just talk about how you've adjusted to that and how you are adjusting to it? Because it's more than just the physical part of it. It's just, I think, the mental part that can be tough.
Right. I feel like if you're not mentally strong, it can disturb you. I played all 40 minutes tonight, and so I can't put a timestamp on when I have to turn it on. I have to be physical, if that makes sense, from the start. And I feel like me, including all of our teammates, we waited too late to do that. And knowing that I'll have that attention from here on out, I just have to be a presence sooner. I'm not saying I wasn't at times. I was getting triple team, double team, but I can't make that an excuse for being intense, if that makes sense. I have to mentally work around it. And I feel like at times I was mentally, ready, if that makes sense. Got to be mentally ready from the jump. Can't just be before the game. You have to prepare days before. And so all of that plays a part of being mentally ready for a game like this.
And if I could ask you one follow-up, this rivalry used to be a rivalry in conference with these teams. Obviously, you guys hadn't, or the programs hadn't played since 2014. How cool a game is this? Because I think nationally everybody was looking forward to it. And would you like to see this be a yearly thing between these programs again?
Definitely. A&M Texas was a big rivalry. Actually, we're in the same conference. So I feel like this was definitely a good thing for a lot of people to watch. I know a lot of people watching on TV. Definitely can see it being a yearly thing. I know we were ready for this game. It was really exciting. I've never played A&M before, so this was really nice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Last one, Danny.
Charli, this may be a better question to ask you tomorrow after you got a chance to sleep this off, but were you ready for a 40-minute game that was this physical, as far as, just physically and shape-wise this early in the season?
Yeah, conditioning-wise, for sure. I mean, Coach stressed it early, even when I came on campus, that I would have to play 40 minutes. And so conditioning-wise, yes, I was, but the physicality part, double team, triple team the whole night, I feel like I can get better at that part. Knowing that they're trying to get in my head and stuff like that, I can get better at that part. But conditioning wise, I'm for sure I can play 40 minutes again.
Thank you, Charli.
Yes, no problem. Thank you, guys.